Sup dudes and dudettes, my name is Tim with Waystone Gaming, and today we're going to talk about what I feel is a good investment for new players, especially players that are new to Magic the Gathering that want kind of a good entry point, and what I feel personally helped me out about 6 to 8 months ago. I started with Magic the Gathering, and these are things I kind of picked up as I researched more into the game to see like what's going to be good for me, things that I found out along the way that I think would help out other people. By no means am I sponsored in this video or any moving forward at this point in time. So realistically, a lot of this is based off of my own opinion. As far as diving kind of in for new players, we've got two of the three items that I feel is a good starting point for new players. Item number 3 that we'll kind of vaguely talk about, I may actually have those showing up in a later video. And it's going to be the Planeswalker decks. The Planeswalker decks basically are from the set. You got your standard set, which is what we're looking at right here with the Deck Builder's Toolkit in the bundle. But they're going to have cards that are exclusive to those particular decks, a foil Planeswalker card exclusive to that deck. It's basically kind of a plug and play. They come with 2 booster packs. So that's something where, moving forward, like I said, that's something I'll show off again in a future video. So we're not going to go too heavily into the Planeswalker decks just for the simple fact that we don't have those. Number 2 on the list is going to be the Deck Builder's Toolkit, which we'll kind of get into. Now, this one is if you don't have like a Planeswalker deck or anything like that, and you're wanting to kind of get a feel for building your own deck or anything to that regard. In here, it comes with a deck builder's guide. It kind of just breaks down the mana curve, the mana base, things of that nature that you want to set up, how many cards you want of each, casting cost, things of that nature. This is entirely useless. It also comes with 4 booster packs that are going to be really your 4 most recent sets that came out. So Dominaria being the oldest, Core Set 2019, Guilds of Ravnica, and Ravnica Allegiance. We will open those at a later moment. And then the 4 different packs we've got in a nifty little box. 4 different packs really are going to be land packs with some commons and uncommons, or a handful of rares thrown in, just to kind of give a breakdown. But we got True Fire Captain, Boros Challenger, Beacon Bolt, Rakdos Firewheeler, Crackling Drake, Acrobat, Dimir Spybug, Sunder Shaman, Golgari Finebroker, Zeratal Goblin, Glowspore Shaman, and lands. We're just going to kind of skip through those. We've got Prey Upon, Open the Gates, Siege Worm. These are commons. Lava Coil for an uncommon, Electrostatic Field, Clamor Shaman, Goblin Banneret, some Guild Gates, some planes. But ultimately, that's what those 4 like land packs included in that Deck Builder's Toolkit is going to be. It kind of gives you just a general shell and opening up different packs of cards, things of that nature. So a little bit of fun to be had there. So we'll go through. We'll open up each of those little packs. Let's see. Got our creatures. Gonna kind of burn through these real quick. And lands. Oh, we got Lockets, Pitiless Pontiff, Mortify, and lands. So each deck builder's toolkit comes with about 125 different lands. Looks like roughly same number of creatures, things of that nature, outside of the actual booster packs that come included. And this one's kind of our rare pack. We've got the Shivan Dragon. Let's see. Rare. Sarah's Guardian. Riddlemaster Sphinx. Gravewaker. Aggressive Mammoth. And I want to say that is it for our rares. Next we'll have lands, guild gates, plains. Okay, we got some uncommons. Oh, just an uncommon. Chemist's Insight, Sinister Sabotage, Mountain. And we've got our last pack that we're going to run into and open before we dive into the bundle, and then we'll open up the actual booster packs themselves. So we got Frilled Mystic, Shark to Crab, World Soul Colossus, Conclave Cavalier, House Guild Mage, Sphinx of New Prov, Senate Guild Mage, Commons. And we've got our guild gates. Okay. Some more commons and uncommons. And I think the rest of this is land. Alrighty, cool. So, enough to give you a pretty good mana base overall, whether it's the Woober pattern, so white, blue, black, red, or forest, green. So Wooberg. Okay. So we're going to move all that out of the way, put that in our nifty little box. And then we're going to go into the bundle, also referred to as a fat pack. They used to be called fat packs up until a few years ago, as far as I am aware. I guess people got offended with the idea of them being called fat packs. And so they changed the name to bundle, which you can see down at the bottom left corner. Does come with 10 booster packs. Comes with a D20, which is pretty nifty, especially if you do any kind of like Pathfinder, D&D, or anything to that effect. At least I personally find it nice and nifty. Oh god. Okay. So, first things first, we've got the outer covering for the actual box itself. Now, the cool thing is it does actually fold out into a pretty badass artwork. Those are really handy for, like, say, for instance, if you work at a call center or you got a cubicle or something to that effect. Then, I mean, it's cool to hang up in your cubicle. I personally did it with a couple of the ones I've got. The player's guide just kind of breaks down some of the lore, and then it's more of a set encyclopedia, so that way if you wanted to go through, collect each card in the set itself, you do have that available to you. And then this last couple of pages are going to be cards that are in the Planeswalker decks, as well as the Buy a Box promo. So we've got that. We've got the box itself. We've got this, which is technically a useless box. I will go into this box a little later. as a nifty little parenting tool, so to speak. Okay, we got our die, 12. We've got reference cards for the formats and basically how your turn goes, so on and so forth. 10 booster packs. And then this is just a basic land pack. We're not going to go through and open up. I'm going to go through the lands again. So we'll leave that as is for now. Before we get into cracking packs, what I will talk about, kind of a parenting hack. I have a son who is 1.5 currently. Anytime I'm playing with or if I have the cards out or anything to that effect while he is awake, he wants in and all around him. What I have found is you take a couple of top loaders. If you buy a bundle or anything like that, they're typically about $2-3 at like Walmart, Target, any of your big box stores. I would also check your local game store, but you can put like a planes or something to that effect inside of a top loader. Let's see, kind of hard to tell, but it does have some bite marks in it. I can't really capture it on this camera. Apologies. But my son has bit the hell out of it. Played with it, been rough with it, absolutely loves it. And the card is perfectly fine. No damage or anything to that effect. So that is something that's absolutely beautiful to have. And also, this box, why I said, hey, we'll talk about that in a second, is because it does open up. You can store cards in it. Shut it. And it's something, for your kids to play with. So, we have that. Okay. Let's see. I think we're going to start. And we'll go oldest to most recent. So we'll start with Dominaria. Dominaria, I feel, was a fantastic set. A lot of fun to open. Really cool cards in there, especially with the enchantments, the sagas, things of that nature. Nifty little trick. If you go through and whenever you open a booster pack, count the commons. That'll let you know if you have a foil or not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Since that's a common after our 9th card, that tells us we do not have a foil. Then we got the Lingering Phantom, Thorn Elemental. We got the Mirari Conjecture. And Tetsuko Umezawa, Fugitive. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Rare. And token. Put our rares there. Uncommons, commons. Okay, that works for me. Core set 2019. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, let me see. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah. 10. Druid of Horns, Militia Bugler, Hero Monster's Cage, and Death Baron. My fiance is going to be super happy about that one. This card is awesome. I have a deck built around him on Magic the Gathering Arena, which is another fantastic resource, especially if you're wanting to kind of test out any decks or anything like that. Skeletons you control and other zombies you control get +1/+1 and have Death Touch. 3-drop for 2/2. And if you have a deck built around zombies, graveyard revival, especially anything that's like open the gates or open the graves, things of that nature, that allows you to bring cards back from your graveyard and is a black zombie in addition to its other types. That is a fantastic card to have. So Death Baron is a lot of fun to mess with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. No shiny cards. Nightveil Sprite, Crawl Swarm, Disinformation Campaign, and Legion War Boss, Mentor. Goblin Soldier Mentor. Whenever this creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature with lesser power. At the beginning of combat, your creature, on your turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. That token gains haste until end of turn and it attacks this combat if able. Right. And last but not least, we got Ravnica Allegiance to open. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Oh, we got shiny cards. Okay. Sunder Shaman. Rally to Battle. Sentinel's Mark. Tithe Taker. During your turn, spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more to cast, and abilities your opponents activate cost 1 more to activate unless they're mana abilities. Afterlife 1, when this creature dies, create a 1/1 black and white spirit token with flying. And oh! Yeah. Okay. We have a foil Hydroid Crisis. Mythic. Yeah. All right. Well, that's a hell of a hit-to-hit pull. Okay, well, moving on. We've got War of the Spark, which is the most recent set that just came out. I'm sure all of you have heard about the fiasco going on with the... Jesus Christ, I am distracted by pulling a foil Hydroid Crisis. That is fucking fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got Shiny. We got Cruel Celebrant. 10th District Legionnaire. Oh! We got a Challenger Troll. Nissa Who Shakes the World. Okay. And Spark Reaper for our foil common. Okay. Alrighty. Nissa Who Shakes the World is a rock solid card. One that I think is going to be broken as we move forward into the standard and everybody finds out what each card can do for More of the Spark. That's just me and my own speculation. But Nissa is one that I think green decks are going to take full advantage of, and will probably find a home as well with Simic decks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, no shiny. 1. Alright, Cruel Celebrant, Dreadhorde Twins, Jan Gangu, Wildcrafter. Now, here's where we get tricky. I think we'll move the commons out. This. Alrighty, and Bioessence Hydra. Trample. Bioessence Hydra enters the battlefield with 1/1 counter on it for each loyalty counter on planeswalkers you control. Whenever 1 or more loyalty counters are put on planeswalkers you control, put that many 1/1 counters on Bioessence Hydra. It's a 5-drop, so kind of an expensive card, but one that I think can be easily broken, especially with cards like the Elder Spell, Proliferate especially. Just all kinds of effectiveness behind it. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. Vizier of the Scorpion. Lazotep Plating. Vraska Swarm's Imminence. And Bolas' Citadel. It's a 6-drop. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play the top card of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its converted mana cost rather than pay its mana cost. Sacrifice 10 land permanents. Each opponent loses 10 life. Not bad. Legendary artifact, so you can only have one of those in play at the same time unless you use something like Helm of the Host. Spark Double maybe, but I think Spark Double is only for planeswalkers and creatures you control. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Eternal Skylord, Flux Channeler, Davriel Rogue's Shadow Mage, Widespread Brutality. It's a 4-drop. Amass 2, then the army you amass deals damage equal to its power to each non-army creature. Nice. Okay, I think that card. Sorcery speed, so it's something to easily cast on like your main turn or towards your end step, something to that effect to get a little bit of like last ditch effort out or anything like that, especially late game. I see it being something that's highly effective in terms of like winning a game or turning the tide pretty easily for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Domri's Ambush, Dreadhorde Twins, Hotly the Sun's Hot, and Storev Devarkin Lich. 4-drop again, green black. Whenever Storev Devarkin Lich deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, return to your hand target creature or planeswalker card in your graveyard that wasn't put there this combat. Nice. Okay. Did I drop a token? Huh. I did. I didn't even pull it out of the back. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, Merfolk Skydiver. Grateful Apparition. Obnixilis the Hate Twisted. Silent Submersible. Not much to talk about there. I don't see that one having any huge impact or anything to that effect. To me, a largely useless card at the end of the day, truth be told. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Storm the Citadel. Elite Guard Mage. Eingrath, Captain of Chaos. And Ignite the Beacon. This card I see getting some good play in tournaments, things of that nature. Search your library for up to 2 Planeswalker cards, reveal them, and then put them into your hand. You should then shuffle your library. I see that being really effective in terms of getting, especially if you got anything that's going to be like a Jeskai control deck or anything to that effect that uses cards like Ashiok, for example. Jace, Teferi, any of those other cards that would help out. I see that being effective in terms of helping turn the tide. So I could be completely wrong, but I think it's worth it. 8, 9. Ooh, okay, we got a shiny card here. Evolution Sage. Bond of Revival. Narset, Parter of Veils. Dreadhorde Arcanist. It's a 2-drop whenever it's got trample. For 1/3, whenever Dreadhorde Arcanist attacks, you may cast target instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost less than or equal to Dreadhorde Arcanist's power from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that card would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. I've totally misread that card every time I've seen it. I thought it was for less than or equal to the converted mana cost. I didn't realize it was power. And Angrath's Rampage is our foil. Okay. Set that off to the side. Alright, 2 packs left. Let's see if we can get anything else out of this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Merfolk Skydiver. Oh. Folks, Skydiver, Bond, Price of Betrayal, Kaya, Finale of Eternity. And Heartfire. Finale of Eternity, destroy up to 3 target creatures with toughness X or less. If X is 10 or more, return all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, and that's our mythic. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I'm done. Okay, that goes there. D-Spark, Prison Realm, ooh, Bond of Flourishing, and Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord. Alrighty. Well, that takes care of that. That's all I've got to open for you today. Sure enough, but that kind of breaks down what a bundle has to offer versus a Deck Builder's Toolkit. Deck Builder's Toolkit is more so a starter type of thing for, hey, if you want to be able to build your own decks, do F&M events, things of that nature. That's where the Deck Builder's Toolkit breaks down. The bundle is going to be to add to your collection, but outside of that, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, leave a comment. If not, dislike the video, leave a comment, show me, tell me why, and peace out.